Welcome back, everyone. My name's FoShowShot, and today we're checking out Within. Game on Itch.io. Let's jump into it. I got nothing else to say to that. Other than it looks like a scary horror game. They abandoned the god who had made them. They sacrificed unto demons who they knew not. Deuteronomy 32. What the hell is that?
I hadn't heard from my brother in over 3 months, which wasn't unusual. Nick tends to disappear for months at a time, not returning my calls, and then he surfaces again as if nothing had happened. I've gotten used to it. I don't blame him, considering the childhood we had. I've read somewhere that siblings with shared traumatic pasts tend to grow apart faster when they're adults.
I don't believe that.
Then, last night at around 3 a.m., he left a voice message. I heard it when I woke up a few hours later.
Maya, I hope you're okay. I know I haven't been in touch, but I just wanted to let you know. You may not hear from me again. For a while. I don't want you to worry, though. I'm in a spot of trouble, but nothing I can't handle. I'll figure it out. Whatever you do, don't come looking for me. I'll call you when things are right. I know I haven't said this enough, but I do love you. Always have. Goodbye, Maya.
I must have called him dozens of times, but there was no answer, and then his phone was switched off. I took the next available flight out early next morning. I didn't sleep a wink on the plane. I kept thinking about what kind of trouble he might be in. As soon as I landed, I checked into a motel and then took a cab to the last address I had for him. In the pre-dawn light, the city seemed to grow more decrepit the further in I went, like a thing whose core was growing rotten. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but when we were growing up, after Ma died, when it was just the two of us, he'd come to me when he was in real deep and needed saving. And I would save him.
You know, now that I've thought about it while sitting here, I guess that could be true. Like, if you're around somebody who experienced the same traumatic stuff as you.
Quickly. I'll find him, make sure he's okay, then head back. I'm already missing a day at work.
Then,
let's see. He should be at apartment 405.
They never stop talking in this game, which is fine. Hint left, click an object surroundings, interact with it. Cool. Maybe it'll remind you too much of it, so that's why they tend to split off. I don't know.
Gross. Looks like it hasn't been emptied in days.
Okay. Hello, anyone here? Oh, I don't have a sprint.
I bet this building breaks every municipal code in existence. I could get this open with a hard push, but I really shouldn't be wasting time. I need to find Nick. I should get to apartment 405.
Okay, I'm not sure if they already said that or not. But I definitely didn't hear it, or I forgot instantly. Okay, so apartment 405. Kind of just want to see if I can interact with anything. I definitely would not walk around this entire thing if this was real life. I would push that. Or just slide right by it. There's no way I would. That come from that? I thought it was this door, but then it sounded like it was from back there.
Hello?
Don't be giving me scares
Where'd they go?
already.
There was someone just here. Well, this is it. I should just ring the doorbell, see if he answers. Although if he's been drinking, I don't have much hope.
I guess he's either not home or he's sleeping off a drunken binge, which would not be entirely surprising. Maybe I should just try to open the door and let myself in.
Do it.
Gosh, what is that smell? Nick? Nick, are you here? How is he living like this? This is terrible.
Honestly, it's not. I mean, it's definitely gross. Like, just spruce it up a little bit. You know, take the trash out, have clean dishes. Even this isn't bad if you like clean up the clothes. If you just organize, that's all you need in life is just organization.
I think I just lost my appetite.
And not have trash around. Do not open. Go back.
Right, like this is gonna keep me out.
I mean, it should. This is a horror game. She doesn't know that, though. I don't like the idea of having a light switch on the outside of a bathroom. Like, what if in there you're in here, dropping a deuce, and then you have a friend over, and they're being an a-hole, and they flip the switch out on you?
Nick, are you in there?
That wouldn't be good.
Are you okay? Open this door. I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
Like the heel of a boot. Kick it in. Got a key somewhere?
Would it hurt to clean up a little?
Yeah. Is that just strawberry milk? Do you not have a fridge? Okay,
I guess I should find some other way.
Yeah, I know that. Then that probably does smell. If he doesn't have a fridge and there's just strawberry milk out. Don't know why you'd keep a key in the bathroom, but I don't know, maybe pile of clothes.
Didn't know he kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones.
Jesus. Fucking scary ass transition.
When Ma got sick, he was 8 and I was 15. We watched her waste away and die from cancer. We never knew our father. No kid should have to lose both parents so early. We moved in with Aunt Sheba after that. She mostly left us alone, so I had to pretty much raise him. Or at least I tried. I did the best I could, but hell, I was dealing with my own demons. I guess I made a pretty poor substitute for Ma.
Looks like he's literally living out of a suitcase at this point. He told me he was making money on a freelance web development gig. Was that all a lie? What's he doing with the money he gets?
What is he doing to himself?
Why can't he get a bed like a normal person?
There's nothing wrong with sleeping on the floor. I mean, you should probably, you know, get like a bed frame, maybe.
Well, there you go. Looks like he's fallen off the wagon. I sometimes think, if he hadn't had that accident, if his best buddy Alex hadn't been killed, things might have turned out different for him. He was 16, driving home from a party. Alex in the passenger seat. Nick had no business being behind the wheel that night. He was drunk out of his mind.
Alex was killed on the spot. Nick survived, but he could never forgive himself for Alex's death.
I mean, he shouldn't,
With Ma gone,
right?
I was supposed to be the parent, rein him in. But I was a teenager myself, barely holding it together. I should have been tougher with him. I messed up there. I guess I neglected him when it mattered. That's on me.
I guess you can, I mean, he probably, you know, served time for it and you can heal yourself, but I mean, that's still on you and it's gonna probably haunt you for forever. Dude, where's the key to this door? Don't know why I would turn that out. I just thought maybe there could be something around I could do something, but I guess not. All right.
The first thing I'm going to help him do is clean this place up. That alone should bring some positivity to his life situation. I guess I should find some other way to get it.
Sorry if I accidentally skip any dialogue we haven't heard yet. I know I sometimes...
Hello? Nick, are you in there? Quit playing.
I might accidentally click too fast.
Jeez. Hello?
Hello? How did this door open?
Ghosts.
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
I mean, I see it. Hey, this room's actually pretty clean.
Well, at least I know where all his money's going. But where the hell is he?
Demoborg. Morbidium. Infiltrator 3. Morbidium. Obliterator. Huh.
I should check this computer. Maybe it'll give me some clue to what's going on with him. I should turn on this computer. A USB drive? Let me see if I can find one.
You kidding me? I have to go looking around. Is it out here? I didn't see a USB drive anywhere.
A USB drive? Let me see.
I know. I like that they have dialogue for everything, but then it kind of gets a little annoying of like having to wait. Sorry, I keep yawning. For it to like finish the dialogue options. Oh, I can open these.
Random drawer junk. Nothing useful. Nothing useful here.
Okay, close it. Ah, USB.
This
It's just
could
called
be it.
door junk.
Nothing useful here.
That's my, not door junk, drawer junk. God, why is it saying that? That's so hard to say. Drawer junk.
Maybe this'll do the trick. Let's see if it works.
Ooh, I finally got it all set up. The Sandbox OS, a heavily secure modded Linux variant running as a VCP, and the game contained within it, or within. This may be overkill, but it's better to be precautious considering the rep urban legends around this game. A single exe file, not very cleverly named, no instructions. To think it took me nearly 6 months to track it down on the dark web. The things I had to trawl, is that supposed to be crawl through? Trawl through to find it. Things I don't think I can ever unsee. I don't have much hope for humanity anyways, we're broken beyond redemption. I'll continue taking notes in these text files. If this game is real, it's the real deal, it'd make for interesting reading. I could edit it and put out a Reddit post maybe. Maybe do an accompanying video playthrough. Would be cool to start that gaming content channel I've always wanted to, but never got around to doing. It's easy to start a channel, but not easy to consistently put out content. It's honestly not hard. It's just every day, you just log on. You know what's hard? Editing videos. That's annoying. That's why I don't do a good job at it. I admire those who do. With my track record of starting projects, I eventually abandon. I think I know how that will end up. Anyway, first things first. I have to get the game to work. It keeps crashing when I click it. The lore says that it works at random. You just have to keep clicking. The code's probably corrupted. The urban legends around the game are fascinating, if not profoundly disturbing. For example, a guy who played it... That it? Am I gonna play the game and die? Jesus. Did it say I had to keep clicking? And then it would work? Ah, that is it. Okay. Oh my god. A game within a game. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah, you keep talking. I'm just gonna keep going though. You keep doing you though, man. Ah, it's fine. Yep. Keep talking. Don't worry. Still listening. Oh, I thought this was like trash on the ground. This is like really gross body stuff. Enter a maze. Oh, look, another face. Are you gonna chat with me too? Oh, you're like a little bit more angry than the other one. Holy shit. Was that my brother? God. That that closing thing.
Wait, that file wasn't there before. I'm sure of it.
And it's out of order. This is 3. That closing thing, or the failure text, very scary. Gets me the most. Got it to run. First impressions, creepy, but mostly crappy. A grainy, pixelated PS2 era style walking sim. I hate walking sims. Why do people make them? I actually love them, and it's ironic because this is a walking sim. I really enjoy those. I think they make the best horror games, really. I mean, some people like survival horror. I suck at those. The game's also unstable, crashing 4 times already. Good thing I sandboxed it, chewing up OS files and then randomly spitting them back. How is the OS still going? I lost system folders, everything on the desktop, including my play log texts, and even recycle bin. Oh no. The game's no credit, no title screen, no save load. After every crash, it randomly teleports you to a different level. It's hard to find. Had to trawl through fake leads, shitposts, and BS, and would have to give up sooner, or would have given up sooner had I not believed there was some truth in the stories. I finally stumbled upon the game almost by accident, following an anonymous link to a file dump on an Onion server. I found it amidst cryptically named zip archives, many of them full of unspeakable images. The myth of the game, which I pieced together sifting through volumes of hearsay for slivers of truth, suggests that only one copy can exist at a time, and that it selects the player by allowing itself to be found by those seeking it. It is said to have been birthed in the dark web, that seedy underbelly of humanity's worst impulses, forged not by human hands, but by some unknown force. As I spend hours digging into this, the old compulsions are inexorably returning. Dark thoughts, guilt, a craving for alcohol. Start drinking again. It's impossible to resist. The symbols in the graffiti are pre-Sumerian, suggesting an ancient entity, likely a greater demon that latches itself onto the host. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the notion that it can... blah, 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 blah. Cool. Cool. Let's start it up again. Let's get some cool games going. What if every time someone clicks to try to play... Oh, you again. It's just kicking someone else off. So when it closes out on me, it's someone else on the other side of the planet trying to play it. Hey, look, my brother didn't appear this time. What we got over here? Some lights. Oh, okay. Just some torches. Can't climb over these ones totally. Whoa. Hello, demon. These all the other people.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. Whoa. Is that your brother? System failure. Restart required.
I'm pretty sure that was Nick's photo in there. But that makes no sense.
His soul
I've
was
got to
taken.
get this game going again.
Do you? I guess you kind of do. It's your only lead. You. Scared. Okay.
Jeez, that scared me. Just the lights. The
Hold on.
electrics here are falling apart, like the rest of the building.
How would that scare you? Like, there was no noise. The lights would just flicker without you really even noticing. Loading up. Getting worse. Growing signs of malevolence. Waking nightmares, oppressive thoughts, general malaise. How do you say malaise? Am I an idiot? How am I so bad? Is my vocabulary shit? Comfort illness. I've never said malaise in my life. General malaise, an intense craving for defilement, weird sounds from the other room, voices, footsteps, shifting shadows. An hour ago, the webcam turned on by itself and took a pic. That's weird. Ah, that's the picture from the game. I was able to identify the entity from the symbols in the graffiti. Baal Nagin, aka the ill spirit of guilt and grief. Here's the entry from Deacon, perhaps the only demonology wiki with some authenticity. A greater demon from pre-biblical times, first worshipped by the Lagani sect and then Sumeria. Requires human sacrifice, feeds on fatalism, guilt, and grief, manifests in the recurring nightmares of killers, in the lust, regret cycles of sex offenders, in the dying fugue of dead men walking, in the guilt borne by family members of suicide victims, in the PTSD of war survivors, in the haunting dread of good people gone irrecoverably wrong. A vile parasitical being that consumes those who it selects. I thought at first that there was no point to the game, just walk from point A to B, activating shrines, but the simplicity could be deliberate. The pattern of the symbols, the piles of refuse and filth, the writings on the scrolls, all of it suggests an invocation. If so, the point of the game may be simply complete it. Have I made a terrible mistake? What have I awakened in the deep dark? The game's trying to blah 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 blah. Cool. So we're gonna summon a demon. Am I gonna trade my soul for my brother's? Is that what's gonna happen? Hey, don't be whispering my name. Holy God, why did that get me? It shouldn't have got me. It's just somebody walking. I mean, my brother, but it shouldn't have got me. I got. What we got here? Another shrine to activate. One of... Very cool. Very fun. Ooh, number 2 coming in. Give me your demon scroll. Look, a door opened. Don't look, because you can't see it, but listen, a door opened. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. Your eyes already lit up, buddy. You shit talking, bro? I wonder, so that seems like clearly like reversed. Like audio that's just reversed. I wonder if it actually says anything.
Help me. Please. You have to help me.
That's what I'm here to do.
I'm scared, Maya. It's awful here. Please, help me.
That was Nick's voice, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get this PC going again.
Okay.
Hello? Is someone there?
Don't be
It's too dark in here. I should get the lights on.
Yeah, I know. Oh. How dare you? How dare you use my brother's shower? Get out of here.
Nobody. But that's impossible. Nick. But his face. What is happening to me?
Your soul's starting to get dragged into hell. So we need to restart the computer. The game will get going. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this is exactly going to end. Like, there's another play log. Look, it's an even number. I saw Alex today. He was here in the apartment, standing by the far wall. He looked the same as he did when I saw him all those years ago on a gurney in a morgue the day after the accident. His dead body cold, his face split open, his eyes wide. Okay, so he's not, Okay, so he's not seeing somebody who's alive. So it's like preying on like your regrets, kinda, or just like something that could cause you pain. So like her brother who's missing and like has had a rough go of it, and her guilt of not being like a great half guardian to him, I guess, I don't really know. And then his pain of knowing that he pretty much is responsible for his friend's death. Despite his horrific wounds and the odd angle of his neck, he was somehow still alive. He called out to me. He was grinning, but I saw the hatred in his dead eyes. I survived the accident, even though I was the one drunk and driving. I was flung out of the car and came to unhurt, except for a few scratches. He wanted me to follow him. I begged for forgiveness, but I know it's too late for that. There can be no redemption for a man like me. I must go after him. I have no choice. First, I have to call Maya. I have to warn her. I have to tell her to stay put, not to come looking for me, because I know Maya. She'll come looking, even if she doesn't hear from me too long. She still feels responsible for me, even after all these years. Still blames herself for my failures, even though she absolutely shouldn't. If only she knew that she shouldn't, that she's the last good thing left in my life. The reason I'm alive is because she saved me 1,000,000 times already. But she can't save me this time, not from this, and I can't let her get hurt. If she comes here, blah, 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 blah. And what am I doing? I'm gonna save you. And I'll probably die in the process. Up we go. Open. Open. No? Do I have to walk to the statue? Hey, open it for me. Hey. Open it for me. No? Do I go back? Ooh, number 3. So let me guess. I grab 3. The gate on... The gate on the other side will open, allowing me to get 4, and then the big gate will open, allowing me to get murdered. You know what's crazy? I've been holding... Was that Alex crawling around like... Not Alex. What's my brother's name? I forgot his name. Well, he's a spider demon now. I've been holding down the shift button, trying to sprint this entire time. Ooh. What we got here? Is that a statue? Nope, that's... Yeah, statue. Oh, not a statue, a demon. Why is it always goats? I know it's like probably old biblical
What the hell
art.
was that?
Why do they hate goats?
Nick, wait!
Ah, Nick, that's his name. Nick! Hello, where are you going?
Nick! Nick! Nick, stop! It's me!
Nick, wait, I'm coming. But I can only go this fast.
What the hell?
Did he take the stairs down? Is that what he did? Oh, yeah, the stairs. Do you think he went down or up?
Maya, I'm down here. Come quick.
I'm coming, Nick. Don't you worry.
Maya, come on. I'm waiting for you, Maya. Where are you? We're all waiting.
Well, when you say creepy shit like that, that makes me not want to come downstairs now. I was looking forward to saving you. Now, I think you're gonna murder me. I mean, I kind of always figured you were gonna murder me, or you aren't who you say you are.
You can't save me, Maya. You never could. Even when we were growing up, you couldn't even protect me from myself. The accident, Alex's death, my miserable life, all of it could have been different. If only you'd done what you were supposed to do.
Who are you? What have you done to my brother?
Oh, I'm gonna go punch a goat. Can I punch you? Oh no, he's gonna punch me. Jesus Christ. Oh, is that it? They both
Sometime
got
later,
taken?
I found myself back in the apartment. I couldn't remember how I got there. There was no sign of Nick, or the thing that had looked like him. And his computer would no longer turn on. I did the only thing I could. I filed a missing person report and flew home. It's been 6 months since then. I've tried every possible way to locate him, but there's been no word from him. I keep thinking about the thing I saw at the bottom of those stairs, the thing from inside the game. When it came at me, just before its awful malevolence could engulf me, something or someone stepped between us and shielded me. I think that's how I got away. I think it was Nick who saved me.
Oh. That's nice. I mean, he was already gone, right? So there's no way really to save him. So he did more. He sacrificed himself even more and saved his sister. All right, everyone. That was Within. Fantastic short horror game. Very creepy. Very cool. I loved the style, and it was unique. Play the whole game within a game. Very cool. If you want to play it for yourself, the link will be in the description below. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And as always, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.
Wow.